seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 24 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And that'll set them back 5.
Go, let's go!
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Back, back, back. Kill.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. 3rd and 10.
They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Give me some. Here we go. Check. Watch 54. Here we go, G. Get off the field. Hey, one set. Check, Mike, 54.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. On the return, Harris. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Yellow lady. Over.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Kill! Under! Hey, easy. Get him, you got him.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Ready.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Now Breeze. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Here's Jackson. That is incomplete. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore number one, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
Now Jackson on first down. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles. thus the incompletion.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Jackson now. And that is going to be incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback, has really energized that club.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready? You ready? Kill. Check. Watch the run. Mike, 48. Hey, wahoo. No, better. Check, 48's the Mike. Check, 48. We go 21.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Mike 56. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense.
Throwing is Jackson. Roberts got him. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Ravens.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
First down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jackson. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 29, Jackson. Snead's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Jackson on first down. Roberts has it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. To throw again is Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll run here with Ingram, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now Jackson to Boyle here over the middle. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Here we go.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 13. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Kamara. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
You kill.
On 2nd and 9, Brees, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Line 36. Hey, pick your game up.
From the gun, it's Brees. And that is incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Here's Thomas. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
On 4th down, Jackson. And he's got Snead. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Jackson to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time, but it'll be 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. Here's Jackson. It's complete to Snead. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Now Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the 1st. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Let's go, let's go! Ready?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2.
11. Here we go. 57. Mike, 57. Hey, Echo. We taking win.
First throw of overtime for Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
Ready? You ready? 43-yard line. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Slam. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. 11.
The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
Ready? 5'8". Too little, Pep. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Man, I got you.
This one into the hands of Ginn out wide. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Nice hit, boy.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
95, 56, 95, 56. Tight down, there you go. Hey, easy. Motion, check, check, check. Shift. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
From the gun on third down, Breeze gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So in Raven territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
57, Mike, 57. Focus defense.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Ready? 5-9. It's going to be a long day.
From the 39, Breeze again has it complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Whoa. You. Mike's 57.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. You got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Breeze now to throw. And Gibbs got it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Hey, easy.
Now Kamara. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And 10 at the Ravens' 22-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Patrick Owasor. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Check. Fresno. You're good. I full. Ready. Just the mic. Watch the run.
Breeze now. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Oh, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thomas, the intended target. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
First throw in overtime now for Jackson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.